People were pointing out on the zip line that Doc Emmerich, and who was he calling it with? Milbury? Or was
Milbury was in the studio.
The Keith Jones? I don't know who.
No, Keith Jones is the studio guy, too.
Whoever his color analyst was, that they were very pro-Pittsburgh. I didn't get that sense.
People always say that.
There's a reason it's that Caps fans especially call it Penn BC instead of NBC.
Well, it does seem like
one guy said there was doom and gloom at the very end when Ovi scored. I
wish I'd seen the intro.
There always seems to be more enthusiasm for them when they score. I will say that.
You know what? I think we need to. Can you? I don't know if you can
compare
pull
the calls.
Compare the calls if you can, Valdez. Get a Doc Emmerich call on a Caps goal, like on Ovi's score game winner. And on like Crosby.
And I missed it.
I want to compare the two.
If you can get the opening to the post game with Milbury and Keith Jones and I can't remember the lead guy's name. Is it Liam McHugh? I think.
Liam.
It's despite the fact that the Caps won a huge road game, it seemed like, well, we kind of like the Pens more than the Caps. There's definitely a pro-Pen slant to the post game.
CK said that the national post game show seemed like a Penguins local post game show.
Like Penguins propaganda.
See, I don't watch the post game show, so maybe he's correct.
I only saw it for like the first 5 or 7 minutes.
No, but I think during the game, you'll hear some of the calls, and when the Penguins score, it does seem a little bit more enthusiastic.
So you're noticing that?
I have noticed that for years.
All right, I need to hear it.
Well, just remember that Pierre Maguire, the on-ice commentator,
he used to work for the Pens. I get it.
Used to be a coach with the Pens.
Yeah, I get it.
He coached with the Pens when they won the Stanley Cup. He wasn't the head coach.
So I can see
but
that.
He was on the coaching staff.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I'm watching it, and they're being very effusive about Ovi's play, Wilson's play. I feel like they're calling it down the middle.
I just want to hear one Doc
game.
Emmerich call for the Caps and one for the Pens.
I think you have to listen to a series of them. Because I remember I thought the game-winning goal, they were enthusiastic. They came to life a little bit. But there are other times where I can remember, just sort of in the middle of the game, and when the Penguins score, it just seems to be a little bit more enthusiasm from the announcing crew.
All right, who scored the very first goal last night for the Caps? Was that Carlson? Or was that
the first goal was
Niskanen?
No, Niskanen was not the first goal.
Niskanen, Carlson, Stevenson scored. I can't even remember the order.
I think Stevenson scored the second. I think Carlson scored the first one.
I think Carlson got the first.
All right, see if we can pull that one up then.
Here's the Ovi goal.
I thought he was good on the Ovi goal.
It's thrown toward the front, and now coming up with it is Backstrom moving out with Ovechkin in a 2-on-1. Backstrom moving on across to Ovechkin. He's gone!
And by the way, the criticism is not necessarily of the play-by-play guy for me. It's usually the color guy.
A guy who's been historically anti-Caps, at least through the eyes of Caps fans, is Mike Milbury.
For sure.
He's been very tough on Ovi over the years. So, like last night, you could almost see like he didn't want to give the Caps props, but he did, but kind of reluctantly.
All right, Eddie Olczyk.
In the win.
Olczyk is the other guy. Someone's saying he's a former Penguins player and coach. So apparently everyone who's in the broadcasting business in the NHL used to work for Pittsburgh.
Hence the name Penn BC.
Can you pull Crosby's goal? Can you pull that one for me?
With a long toss that came to Gensel, tries to step by. Crosby, score! What a play!
A little bit more enthusiasm.
He gets a score and what a play.
He gave it a little emphasis.
You guys sound like jilted lovers.
Yeah. To be more spectacular play.
Sorry.
Because that was the Gensel through the legs.
I don't know. I thought Ovi's goal was pretty spectacular.
Ovi's goal higher on the difficulty level and more spectacular than any Pittsburgh goal last night. I'm sorry, it just was.
I need to hear it one more time. Go Ovi first, then Crosby. I'm sorry, I need more evidence.
I'm with you.
And by the way,
I'd like to hear more than just those two.
It's also colored by the fact that when Pittsburgh scores, there's the crowd, there's
so you
got to
be a little bit louder. I get it.
Like if you muted everything and just listen to the call.
Ovechkin in a 2-on-1. Backstrom moving on across to Ovechkin. He scores! With 1:07 to go.
Now, to be fair to him, he probably didn't see the quick bat out of midair.
I don't think anybody
He probably needed to see a replay as well
to
see how spectacular that goal really was.
All right, and
the hand-eye from
now
Ovi.
Crosby.
Hang on. I'm juggling a lot of plates.
All right,
yes, you are.
Are you dropping a bunch?
Yeah, just don't drop the plates. Juggling the plates.
I mean, I'm scrolling through YouTube. I can't.
What happened?
I don't have it
It's pinpointed on it.
We'll get it figured
All right, so
out.
maybe a slight difference in that particular call, but
But I like to hear more of them. I don't want to just do a one-call sample.
And let me just say,
Just telling
if
you.
there is a pro-Pittsburgh lean from NBC, I get it. I understand it.
They win all the time.
They bring more eyeballs to the table. They're the two-time defending Stanley Cup champs.
Right.
They've won 5 Stanley
They
Cups.
bring
The
ratings.
Caps have won nothing.
yeah, I get it.
I understand it.
Here's your Crosby.
There. Crosby with a long toss that came to Gensel. Tries to step by. Crosby score! What a play!
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more enthusiasm. There's no question about it.
It's almost
You guys,
identical.
You
It's
sound so
identical.
whiny. You really do.
What a play versus what did he say
But
at
you
the
know,
end?
He didn't say nothing.
He said
nothing.
He did. He
With
pointed to the clock.
107.
No, he said the clock.
Left.
Yeah, he
107.
didn't say what a play. He didn't describe it as
But Eric,
incredible, which it
because
was.